Necroxix, welcome to the Painscreek Killings. This is actually a game I've had on my machine for a while. I don't know why the heck I never got around to it, because the reviews for it are good. Like, very positive. It's a horror-themed murder mystery with like a semi-open world environment. A lot of people compare it to like the Ethan Carter or even Deadly Premonitions and a few other odds and ends. We've played a few really nice murder mysteries lately, so I just don't know what was going on through my head. Don't really have too much more to say about the game than that. I don't usually research my games too much. We like to go in without knowing too much. The believed playtime is stated to be between 10 and 20 hours. I've got a cheat sheet if I should get stuck and need it. So this should not be a rage quitter. And Ghost Gaver says he can imagine me as the voice of Kratos or a boss in a horror game or something. And funny thing is, in VR chat, I've had people that actually ask me to do like sound bites, and I think it's been for like Kratos, Thanos, and a few other odds and ends. So, first impressions on the game. I always look at the options menu, and it has a pretty good amount of options. The only thing I'll mention is there is no anti-aliasing option in here. But I went into NVIDIA Inspector and added the game into my specialized FXAA profile, so it does full scene anti-aliasing. So I did that manually, but otherwise looks good as far as giving you graphic options. I have it set on max. It's got some audio stuff, mouse sensitivity. You can rebind your controls. Everything otherwise that's supposed to be here is here. So first impressions. Hey, it's got an options menu, guys. So let's go ahead and start a new game. I do have it on my solid state as well. This game seeks to emulate, to a certain degree, the experience of investigating a murder case. You would need to search each location carefully, find clues to proceed, and use your observation and deduction skills to uncover the hidden secrets. We recommend writing your own notes and/or taking advantage of the in-game camera. The game autosaves whenever you enter a location. Should you encounter a bug or problem while playing, such as being stuck behind furniture, getting pushed out of the game world, use reload button in the menu to transport you back to the entrance of the location. Your game will continue from there and you will retain everything found up till that point. Good luck. That sounds like a good feature. So in other words, if for some reason...
Hey, Janet. So the chief has entrusted you with my assignment, hey? I hope it didn't interfere with your weekend plans. Anyway, he told me to call you and fill you in on it. You remember the murder that happened a few years back that was never solved?
No.
The one at Painscreek where the ex-mayor's wife was killed? Well, the property's being auctioned off soon, so we don't have much time to dig up anything that's relevant to the case. So, see what you can find.
I'm on it.
Hopefully it'll be something worth publishing. Anyway, take care. I'll see you on Monday. Bye.
You can't wait to publish this story. Oh yeah. Detective Necroxix on the job. Like that, I'm calling in sick. We've got a note. Who killed Vivian Roberts? August 3rd, 1989. In 1995, Vivian Roberts, a successful businesswoman and wife of an ex-mayor, was murdered outside her home. Feels kind of loud, doesn't it? Kind of really loud. The case was never solved and the killer never found. It was rumored that someone hired a private investigator to find out more about Vivian's death. Unfortunately, there were no news pertaining to the investigation. Last week, we received news that Painscreek will be auctioned off soon. We would like to revisit the case one last time, find out the following. Who killed Vivian Roberts? What was the motive? What was the murder weapon? Please submit your findings and a front page photograph for your story to be published. Don't forget to bring the camera. I sure hope she remembered to bring the camera, because I sure as hell didn't. And how do I... Oh, there's a little X button right there. Move your mouse to look around, WASD to move. Oh my god, it's a video game! So, right off the bat, I'm actually kind of impressed. It has this reload button. So, like, if you get stuck in a wall or something, you can literally, like, it's just built in. That means they may have had issues with this in the past. The last update I saw in the game was an optimization update, so it shows me that the developers have been actively working on the game. It wasn't like a, yeah, here's what we got, and then vanish. So what are my options? Okay, RB will zoom me in. Population 0. Lobo from the VC universe, huh? Can't say I'm familiar. Although, I'm usually not familiar with any of the characters people say I remind them of. They're always like, they mention this guy or that guy, and I'm like, I have no idea. Like, I'll have to take your word for it. Use car. I'm gonna not use the car. So it is supposed to be a semi-open world. So I'm gonna avoid going in the car for now, because I think we want to go that way. Or maybe we're gonna use the car and drive in to the town. I got the max settings on the game, and it runs pretty darn well, but better on my machine. Cemetery gate padlock. 1131. What did it say I had to press? E. Okay, hold the right mouse to zoom. Left mouse to photo, E to close. Okay, left mouse to take it. Camera is useful, capturing important investigations. P to view the pictures. Oh, so it's almost like a note-taking system. Yeah, I'll have to take a look into that, at least see who the heck the character is, because I never know. I'm going to have to adjust the audio ever so slightly. Let's drop it to maybe there. We'll drop that to there. I don't know if that'll be any good. It sounds like the background rustling is a little bit loud. No, maybe that's too quiet now for you guys. Okay, I don't want to fuck around too much with that. Left mouse to interact. Ladies and gentlemen, we are entering a building. Hello? I'm Necroxix. The Super Smash Box Office Powerhouse Detective Murder Mystery Solving Light Turn Offing asshole that came from one town over. I'm with the press. Oh man, that would be... Oh. Like, I have never spent a night in jail. I just can't imagine what would run through my head if I gotta take a shit. And... oh my god. Like, this place would stink. Like, when I drop a bomb, it would just... Or if you got a cellmate? Jesus, fuck. You're basically living in the toilet. Or, not in this, you're living in the bathroom. Like, that's gotta fucking suck. You put a couple people together, it's like someone's always using the bathroom. Hey, this jail cell is locked. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. What gives? Do I get a flashlight? Is there a... yeah, there is. Some light switches don't work. Find a way to see better in the dark. What if I, like, really squint my eyes hard? Or if we do, like, that Stifled game we just played the other day. With use echolocation. Or we could actually use our voice. That was... it wasn't that great of a game, but it was a cool concept. Because it used my microphone as one method of generating noise in the game. So we'd be running around basically just screaming into the microphone the whole time. Except it wasn't me just randomly screaming, I was actually screaming because I was part of the game. Left control to toggle crouch. No, I toggled it, or I remapped that shit to C. Because the game let me, and that is a good feature, and that is already gravy bonus points. Use the mouse to rotate, right mouse to zoom, left mouse to put the item back, or F to store it. L to toggle flashlight. Oh, hell no, I don't think so. We are not using F to pick up. How about... Okay, the E is for camera, so... Q will be the camera. E will be... pick up, and flashlight. Where were you? Where were you? I forgot where you were. You're gonna be F. See, this is why it's awesome to have mappable controls. I don't see any kind of battery indicator, so I'm gonna assume it doesn't use batteries. Painscreek already reminds me of Silent Hill. It's like you take either a verb or an adjective, add a noun, and there's your town name. Painscreek, Silent Hill, etc., etc. Got a hospital, mayor's mansion. So I think we are right here at this outpost. Ooh, there's a cemetery. Oh no, but it's near a church. Ooh. Well, you gotta take the good with the bad, right? I'm gonna use the flashlight to investigate this bathroom now. Gotta make sure somebody didn't try and flush something weird down the toilet, right? I see nothing. Okay. Pretty powerful flashlight too, not bad. From the screenshots I've seen, like, the game does look like it does have some nice spooky indoor areas, so... Welcome to the Moon Cafe. Come check out our selection of exquisite recipes to taste. Fuck, I should have eaten something before I played. Our lattes are known as the best in the county. That's your latte? That looks like you just put some milk in one of those, like, foaming type of pod dispensing coffee systems where it aerates the coffee, producing like this fake bitter foam on top. It's not crema like espresso. I question these guys' lattes. But no, they got an espresso machine right there. Come and have a chat with the friendly baristas. Hey, they even know the word baristas, holy shit. Lunch and dinner, $9.99. Oh. Maybe I'll stop by and have myself a latte. But I still have my milky tea and my waters and my booze. Missing. Painscreek PD, County of NL. Joshua Taylor. Last seen on the playground. Well, he's fucked. Alright, last seen. 4 Pebble Lane across the river on the playground. He was wearing his favorite blue jacket. He has a scar below his left eye. Well, if this is his left eye, where's the scar? Is that a scar, or is that just a smudge in the photo? I don't know. If any of you guys see him, you better take a photo just in case. Because I guess this can act as our note system. I think that may have been the reason why the game went on my back burners. Is like, I remember one of the reviewers stating that, like, it was the first game in a long time where he had to actually, like, get like a pen and paper and manually taking notes and stuff as he was doing things in the game. That scared me off. Vivian Roberts, successful businesswoman and wife. She's the one that we're investigating the murder of, I believe. Found dead in front of her home. Third death to strike the Painscreek in less than a year. Vivian Roberts, the wife of ex-mayor Charles Roberts, was found dead in front of her home, blah, 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 at 7:15. Maybe we should just keep a mental note of some of these dates, too. So she was at 7:15, A maid currently working at the manor was retrieving the morning paper. When she saw the body, she immediately called 911. After she ate breakfast, the Painscreek Sheriff, James Howard, arrived shortly, and the victim was pronounced dead. The time of death was estimated to be between 11 p.m. last night and 1 a.m. this morning. Okay, so discovered around 7:15 in the morning, believed to have been dead between 11 p.m. 1 a.m. Okay. So we'll just say around midnight plus or minus an hour, just in case this is important later. It is kind of a whodunit murder mystery thing, so let's go into this the right way, with the right mindset. The body is currently at the coroner's office waiting for an autopsy. Oh, I'll give you an autopsy. To the office. The people of Painscreek have started grieving for her. Candles, flowers are being placed at the gates in front of her home where she was found. Vivian was indeed a person whom many respected and adored. Her success in business, her loyalty to her family, and her love for the people of Painscreek are unsurpassed. She will be missed. Whatever you say. I'll take a picture. Take pictures of everything. Content recorded. Is that the save system, or... I don't know. What is this? What is this? Amazing tea. It says so on the box. What brand? Like, what kind of tea do you want? Green tea, black tea, maybe some chai. No, I'd like some amazing tea. We also have Soothing River and Nature Green. Way better than Nature Brown. Fax machine.
Hi, this is Steven. I just wanted to make sure the package was sent. Again, I'm currently at Anne's Courtyard. Any extra info you have would be much appreciated. Thank you very much. Talk to you later.
What am I, Smitana? Yeah, myself, I've been privy lately. I've been drinking black tea. And it's like what I'm drinking right now. I fill the cup about halfway, heat it up, do my brewing, and then I fill the rest of it up with a bunch of milk. According to my last physical, my calcium levels are really, like, within spec finally. So I'm not dangerously deficient in vitamin D and calcium as a result. So just doing that to take in some good times. But I like to do like half black tea and like half chai or something. There's plenty of stuff to do in here. Let's not dilly-daddle too long. It'll be like 2 hours of gameplay footage. We've been in one fucking room. Okay, so these are all locked. Oh, we got a combination lock. Is this the one that was... No, that's the gate key, so it's not 1131. Alright, this is from the County Sheriff Department. Work relocation. Dear Sheriff James Howard, due to the decreasing population of Painscreek County over the recent years, we have decided to delegate manpower to other more needing places. This letter is to inform you that you have been reassigned to Grand County starting blah blah blah. Please report to our office before blah blah blah. I guess I have one question right off the bat, which is, what the heck is going on with the population? We saw the sign outside. It says population 0. Right on the Painscreek thing, but it looked like it was graffitied, so maybe it's just vandalism and there is a population here? I don't really know. I do wish this game had a grain filter, now that I think about it, because like it's really clean and the visuals look good. I wish there was a grain filter over this, just a light one. Maybe there is later. I don't know. But it would definitely add a little bit of mystique. This is the story of Tonti, narrated, book on tape by Necroxix. Maybe next time. Probably not a lot of pictures in there anyways, so... Anything else? Do we read this? No, we didn't. Scott Brooks. Painscreek Trinity Church pastor's son... Or no. The church's pastor's son suspected for killing Vivian Roberts, so he is a suspect at the moment, okay? Witnesses reported seeing suspect fleeing from the murder scene late at night. That's it. That's all the evidence you need. Arrest him. We're done. Our job here is fucking done. The police apprehended Scott Brooks yesterday afternoon. He was residing at the Roberts hunting cabin by the trailhead. According to a witness, who at this time has wished to remain anonymous, he was coming home late on July 19th at around 11:15 p.m. So the murders believed to have happened between 11 and 1 a.m. 11 p.m., 1 a.m. So that would be in the time frame. 11:50 p.m. when he saw Scott walking very quickly away from the Roberts mansion, heading down Silver Lake. Yeah, the naming convention is very Silent Hill. Not that's a bad thing. I'm just saying. Although Scott looked upset, the witness did not think it unusual until a few days later when he came across a newspaper article on Vivian Roberts' murder. Feeling uneasy about the whole situation, he called the police. Shortly after the call was made, the police arrived at Scott's cabin and questioned about his whereabouts the night Vivian died. Scott said he did meet her that night, but said he had nothing to do with her death. Okay, so he admitted to meeting her, at the very least, and he was between that time frame. Scott was later brought down to the station for further questioning. I'm going to, I guess, snapshot every single one of these. I don't know if I see a battery indicator, but I think that's just part of the HUD. It's not. I don't know for sure. Content recorded. Wait a minute. Does this sheriff's office have a fucking fireplace? I don't know. That just seems, well, they might not have like a heating thing. They do. It's right here. They have a radiator. Okay, so why have a built-in fire hazard in a fucking sheriff's facility? Like, this should be completely out of the question, especially since you may have people locked up in the building. It's a fucking death trap waiting to happen if something goes wrong. And I mean, you've got the garbage bin right next to the fire. That shit can melt. This is made out of wood. This is made out of wood. You got carpeting. I question this PD. So, do we have anything else to go by? Okay, we have an inventory system. Cool. I got a journal ID. So I'm a girl with boobs and apparently really short hair. There's our camera, there's the letter that we got. Okay, and then if I hit P, it goes to all my photos. So we'll take photos of every single thing, because maybe we'll need it. The fact that we can view it like that is actually kind of cool. It puts a little bit more weight on me to do it. Maybe it's not even necessary, I don't know. But I'm kind of digging it so far, guys. I'm a digging. Loading time feels a bit long, even for for the fact that it's on my solid state drive. Kind of like how the address is 1. I wonder what the original population of this place was. Population 0 is what the graffiti claims. I mean, just looking at the map, it's not exactly a big place. So it must be like a really small... Okay, my flashlight is on. We can run, and we can actually run pretty fast. So what do we got? Notice, closed for good. Wait, you closed the entire town for good? I guess that population 0 applies, like they just closed the town. Sorry folks, you can't go home, but you can't stay here. I hope there's a motel somewhere, because you're fucked. Do I have a... It's locked. Hover the mouse... Wait, what? Hover the mouse to the keyhole on the doorknob. And apologies if sometimes the subtitles scroll over my stupid face. If it's reading them out loud, I'll be as quiet as I can so that you can hear it. If it doesn't, I'll read it out loud for you. Can I jump? There is no jump feature. So we don't have a key into here. And I guess because we're just defenseless little girls, we're not gonna do stuff like climb the fence or walk over these rocks, so that'll bring us right over the fence. It's not a very good gate system, is it? It'll stop a car maybe, but... So we need a key, first off. It doesn't show me where I am on the map like a GPS, unfortunately. So my question is, what happens if I go this way? What's out here? Do you want to leave Painscreek now? The game will proceed to the ending. No. I guess you can prematurely end the game. So my guess is the ending might be based on how much investigation you've performed and how much of the mystery you've deduced. So you could end the game at any time, but obviously that would probably be like the bad ending. But it'd be a nice short playthrough, that's for sure. Oh, there's an invisible wall. I mean, like, dude, this gate, this wall, like, just stops right there. There's fucking... I mean, there's water. Nobody likes to get wet, but fair enough. Next question. What happens if I walk and use the cart? Do you want to leave? Do you want to leave? No. I'm so tempted to just say yes and see what happens, but I don't want to risk, like, losing any of that extra little bit of progress. So there must be something more in here that I missed. I'm going to take one guess and say, let's try the key combination. Okay, it did autosave there. I'm gonna assume that there's probably like a key here somewhere, and I may have missed something. We do know that there is a locked thing here. Now there should be no chance that the key combos, or the combination is going to be 1131. It specifically said it's the cemetery key. Or cemetery path. Wait, did I even... Sorry. Yeah. So it's not likely that, but it's a video game, so chances are these 4 digits correspond to something that makes it easier to remember, so probably something along the lines of a date. Oh shit, I can open some of these. R to read. I wish it had the overlay thing, so I don't have to read handwriting, but that's okay. Vivian Roberts' funeral was held this afternoon. Bernard, the butler, Dorothy, the head servant, Derek, the family chauffeur, and his mom, Wanda, who is fighting cancer, attended Vivian's husband, Charles. I didn't notice the period there. Vivian is the one that's fighting cancer, attended. Vivian's husband, Charles, came with their daughter, Tricia. Charles did not utter a word. He was very quiet. Most of the town came and paid their respects at the funeral. Halfway through the ceremony, Tricia started to weep loudly. Dorothy brought her elsewhere, and the crying died down. I noticed that Dorothy looked tired. It must have been tough to take care of Tricia. She's been having multiple breakdowns. I can't blame her, with the loss of her mother and her boyfriend being accused as the killer. Oh, it must have taken a toll on her. So wait. There's a lot of fucking names here to keep track of, and I'm not going to be able to do it because I suck at names. I also have bad face recognition. I need to update my algorithms, but, you know, genetics. Doesn't work the way you want it to. It's not a computer. So Tricia is the... Vivian's husband, Charles, came with their daughter. So Tricia's her daughter. And her boyfriend is the guy in the newspaper that looked like he was the suspect at the moment. He's at least accused. It doesn't even... It just says accuses the killer, so he's not convicted, right? I feel sorry for the whole family. So the daughter's boyfriend is believed to be the killer of her mother. I feel sorry for the whole family. Q, left mouse. Oops. Fuck. Oh, no. Wait. No, I'm not done reading here. I was just trying to photograph that. I wonder if the recording thing, if there's a different notes thing. Maybe I should double check that. Oh, shit. Options. It'll tell me if there's a key for it. Interact, pick up, photos, map, Oh, there is. J for journal. Ah, I see. Sheriff's relocation. Diary. Okay, so this is... Oh, cool. Awesome. I'm just going to read it through here because it's larger. About the date. We've got a few different dates potentially. For now, this is just a diary of someone. I don't know who. So I guess I don't need to photograph every frickin' thing. At least note-wise. September 6, 95. The town of Painscreek is quickly becoming a ghost town. The population has decreased drastically over the years. Ever since the deaths occurred, I think there's supposed to be a second R in that word. But I'm not in front of a text editor that'll correct it for me, so I don't know. It seems that more and more people are actively looking to leave this town. It's sad to see a once lively town become what it is now. It's been almost 6 months since Vivian was killed. Her death still bothers me. Why was she killed? What was the killer's motives? She was someone who had earned the love and respect of the community. No employee of hers nor any citizen of Painscreek reaped any benefit from her passing. It doesn't make any sense. I'm just curious about something, and this could be absolutely nothing. I don't know if this is just a handwritten font that was used, but something especially about this last sentence seems off. Especially this N right here. It looks like it's been, you know, corrected or typed, like pressed in a little harder. Is there a different N in here somewhere? Capital, and I don't think so. So it might just be the font, but something about that last sentence seems a little bit off. And the fact that the Z is in cursive, and then this looks a little thin. It doesn't, like, maybe I'm way overanalyzing way too early. 1996, February. Painscreek Community Hospital is officially closed. The remaining patients have been allocated to other hospitals that will provide suitable services for them. To be honest, it's hard to watch them leave. I wonder if the day will come when I will be reassigned somewhere else. Whose diary is this exactly? This might be the guy that was relocated in that other note we saw earlier. Potentially this guy, the Sheriff James Howard. God damn it. Okay, when I hit escape, it goes to the menu, but it also takes me out of the menu there, so that's a little bit weird, but we've dealt with way worse, so it's okay. So I'm guessing that's Howard's diary. There's nothing else there. That's locked. There is a key. Let's make a mental note of that. There's a key right there, okay? In fact, this is how we'll make a mental note. Just this will be like, hey, don't forget, there's a fucking key door or key in there. Oh. Look what I found, guys. Desk. E to take. Fuck yeah, I'm like the best detective ever. So why is it, I mean, according to that journal, it's at least been 6 months, at least up to that date in the diary, let alone whatever current date is. Why are we only now investigating the details of this? At least 6 months later. Should this not have been a much bigger deal, like the first, I don't know, within the first month of the murder? Just saying. Press I. Press this to use. Booyah. Hey, another key. That's a key to the old gate key. And another diary. And a different handwriting. Saturday, April 6, 1985. Father Matthew picked me up from the orphanage today. He said I will be staying with him for now, and I can call him Dad if that's okay with me. So this must be a kid's, a child's diary, judging by the handwriting and the I can call him Dad thing. On Monday, he will bring me to sign something. Wait, this is 1985. That's like 10 years before the other diary. This could be the same guy's diary, just from when he was a child. On Monday, he will bring me to sign something. He says that after the signing, my name is not just Scott, but Scott Brooks. I'm so glad I now have a home. Not for long, population 0, bitch. Father Matthew brought me to the attic today. So wait, this, Father Matthew, he must be like the priest or something at the church, adopted a boy. And you expect me not to make any jokes about this? There are so many wooden toys. By wooden toys, he must mean like dungeon accessories. And he made me, there are so many wooden toys, and he made them all himself. He asked me to choose one that I liked. I chose the toy plane. Oh, no, you should have chosen the one with all the spikes on the chair and the shackles. That one's awesome. Looks so cool. He says he can teach me carpentry when I'm a bit older. He even made a secret space for me in my room so I can put my special treasure inside. I love Father Matthew, and he loves me. Sometimes I need a break. It's in my butt. Ooh. Okay, so this hints that there is a secret room somewhere for his special treasure. Hopefully a toy train or plane is not treasure. And this would be in the attic. Or no, he got it from the attic. In my room. So there might be like a private room, like a bedroom in the church somewhere. See? This is paying attention to detail, guys. Thursday. The older boys are always bullying me. Better make him a gun. Or a slingshot or something. They called me a bastard child and a weirdo. They said that's why my parents didn't want me. What does bastard mean? Bastard means you don't have a father. It literally means what they're making fun of you. They're calling you a bastard child because you don't... It looks like they explained it to you. I'm a bastard too. I'm also just a bastard because I'm a bastard, but I am a bastard myself. And I turned out fine. Sorry. Father Matthew says I should be patient, but they threw stones at me. Father Matthew cleaned my wounds. It's painful. So the kids assaulted him. And all the father did is clean the wounds. Interesting. Father Matthew told me to forgive and forget. Don't listen to him. He said they don't know what they're doing. I like Father Matthew, but I hate the boys. Ooh. Tricia defended me today. The boys walked away when she said her dad is going to catch them and put them in jail. Tricia being who in this relation? She's obviously the daughter of the mother that was killed. I want to be like Tricia's father. I want to be the next Charles Roberts. That way no one will ever bully me. Or you can just get a gun. That'll make people think you're cool. Or you can take up smoking. Like nothing says cool and getting accepted like smoking. Derek is always there whenever Tricia invites me to play. Derek is who? He's 5 years older than me. He's like our bodyguard or something like that. Oh, that was weird. He's like her bodyguard or something like that, and he's really good at drawing. He gave me one of his drawings today. He says he only gives drawings to friends. I wish I could draw like him. You can barely even write sentences with your scribble. Way better than my handwriting though, so... Maybe I can make a wooden toy car for his next birthday. Maybe that'll get you bullied. People don't like people expressing creativity. Not kids anyways. So, we've got a kid that has a history of being bullied. Don't know who the kid is, but he is adopted. by the father. When I say father in this case, I mean like the priest or something or other. At the moment, I don't think there's any sign of a hint as far as this padlock goes. But let's do this. I don't think we need... Let me see which things it does note in the journal. So the diaries show up. Newspapers show up. So we got that. Letters and documents will also show up. So if it's not a newspaper article, a document, or a diary, then it's worth keeping a photo of. Like, for example, this missing thing, this key, the padlock. This does not. So before I get this into a massive clusterfuck, we'll delete these and use this kind of like a note system. So, like, see, this would have reminded me, oh yeah, we had something locked, I needed to work on that. But we already got in there, so I can delete that. We can also delete that, and the diary. Now, the question is, Joshua S. Taylor. Was this potentially the boy? Date of birth, 96. Missing since 89. Uncertain. I'm way overanalyzing, I think, but that's okay. That's half the fun of this. I'm just gonna do like that so that I remember we got something to work with that's not solved. Because my understanding is the semi-open nature of the world, you can go to other places once you're in the town. So it may be like you can't do everything in one area, then move on to the next. It may be like you gotta bump around a few areas to get hints of other things. What I'd like to know is what the name of that boy is in the diary. I really would. Wait, does it say in the... Oh wait, it does! The diary here, it tells me it's Scott Brooks, and yeah, this is James Howard's thing earlier. So the boy that's adopted is Scott Brooks, who is also one that... Okay, no, he's not the one that's missing. That's Joshua S. Taylor, so a totally different person. This might be a bully, though. This kid, for all we know, might have been the bully. And if he went missing as a result of bullying people, he probably did something that earned it, so to speak. It's not okay to kill people, it's not okay to kidnap people, but hey, I can pick up more than one flashlight. Or maybe if you missed something, items can respawn. Let's check through the bathroom, because we do have the key to get into town now. I can't believe we're like 40 minutes into the game already, and we haven't even gotten past the first gate. I'm going to be splitting the segments of the videos into like about 1 hour chunks. So... But I'm going to be streaming for a while. So far, I'm loving this. I'm enjoying it. Like, nothing happened. But the writing is pretty good. The setup looks pretty good. There is a lot of names. Hopefully I don't have to keep track of them too badly. Unlock. Okay, so I do have to manually open it like this. Open. Oh god, my foot fell asleep. How? In fact, since we just entered the town at the 40-some minute mark, let's end an episode right here.